So tribal went great. Exactly as expected, Zach is gone. The only curveball was that Zach voted for Tate, which is crazy, but I am curious to know what he talked about with Brenna to make him do that.
I think what I have learned tonight, the people who I thought were with me so far. I don't know that I trust it much farther than that. I think I got to a point of just feeling like I was accepting that maybe everybody was going to turn against me, and not everybody. Mostly I thought Tate was going to do it, and Tate and Mary, I guess. But they didn't, and I appreciate that. I don't know how much longer I think it's going to last.
I did consider, and I told Tate that I considered voting with Zach and Clay to make Clay feel more secure, but I decided against that because I'd rather have the girls feel secure.
I think Mary is telling bits and pieces of stories, and not the whole truth, which is helpful and interesting to know.
Clay, I do really want to work with you, like, all the way. I just need to, like, be able to talk to you.
Proposing? Accept.
You accept?
I don't want to work with either of you.
Okay, that's great.
And then Tate ended up joining us, and we talked about us moving as a trio. He really believes that me and Clay to the final 3 is, or at least to the final 4, is a path that he really wants to take. Tate confirmed that Megan has knowledge is power. No one knows what Annie has.
But I do have, if you're willing to talk in, I have some idea of what the girls are trying to do that we could maybe not do. Is that something you would want to hear?
Go on.
Okay. So the plan is, at least from Brenna and I think Megan, the next vote would be Annie. And to keep Annie, like, not paranoid, we would tell Annie that it's you. So it would be like a split vote between Clay and Annie. But I don't think that's what's best for any of us in here. Which is what should we do?
You should vote Megan.
Tate told us that Brenna and Megan wanted to vote off Annie. And so Tate proposed that us 3 stick together and instead vote off Megan, which I agree with. I think Megan is the next right move. As I've discussed with Annie, Megan and Brenna are a dangerous duo. I really want to talk to Annie about this.
It would be fun though if we didn't bring Annie in,
I think it would be fun.
because Brenna and Megan would both vote for Annie, and she would be pissed. But then she would still be in the game.
Yeah.
And I think if we give her a warning, she's going to be less pissed about it.
Tate should be on his way. I'm sleepy. Long day.
So Megan, unless Megan has immunity, in which case Anna or Brenda. Annie or Brenda.
Yeah.
Anna or Brenda.
Me, Tate, and Clay all agreed on that. And I still agree on that.
So from the beginning, I've wanted to work with Clay. I think Clay is my ideal final 2. But that's been difficult in this first round because he didn't talk much game. But I got in a room with him and Mary tonight. It went better. I made it clear how much I wanted to work with them and him specifically. And I think that is something going forward.
Alright, so this is my pre-challenge confessional for, I guess, Thursday night. I really don't know what to believe at this point.
Me and Brenna met in the first floor faculty hall and discussed a little bit. We discussed the plan to vote Annie out. I think we both felt a little reassured. It did feel bad lying to her face the whole time. But I do think I would want to work with Brenna long term.
I want to trust Mary, but at the same time, also I'm doing laundry right now. I want to trust Mary, but at the same time, I don't know how much I can trust anyone. I thought I could trust Tate. There's just a lot of stories going around about him, and I don't know whether or not I can trust any of it, going any way. The only person I was confident I could trust was Zach, and now he's gone, which makes me feel scared.
We're getting ready to go to immunity and then tribal. We've all been throwing out each other's names today, so it's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
The plan is the same. They want to vote out Annie and tell Annie that it's Clay, and so we'll have a 3-2-1 vote, with us three voting for Megan to blindside her. I do hesitate, but Tate told me that Annie and Megan were throwing out my name, and Annie was pushing hard for it, which I could believe, but I could also believe that's a lie.
Tribal council is in about 5 hours, immediately following an immunity challenge. We do not know who's going to be immune. So we have some pre-gaming, some pre-planning, but all that could be thrown out depending on who wins immunity.
Tate reassured that he wants me, him, and Clay to the end, and then he said he would actually like me and Clay as a duo, him and Brenna as a duo, and then me and him are the actual ones working together.
The base plan for tonight is everyone's voting Annie, and then Annie is voting Mary. However, I will be voting with Clay and Mary to vote out Megan.
And then Tate has this like multi-level plan for in case everything goes wrong for tonight. The last case scenario is me playing my idol for him, which I don't know if I'm willing to do because Tate has plans on plans on plans to the end.
Brenna and Annie will vote in different directions, hopefully splitting them up.
The 5 vote will be interesting, but I do feel secure for tonight. But yeah, I think we'll have to have a real conversation about Tate.
This has been a wild day. Like, I know that I'm playing a bit passive and I shouldn't be doing that if I want to win the game. But like, would it be more fun for me if I just help my friends win the game? Question mark. I hope I win immunity.
Anyway, I need to go talk to Clay.
The perfect version is that Megan steals Mary's idol and then gets voted out with it.
Tate just told Megan about my idol.
Yeah.
And told her to play her knowledge is power to get it.
And then, so that means that his plan, because we are...
He's sticking with the
her
voting
out
Megan out
to get rid
to
of
get
her.
rid of the idol.
Okay.
So he's still sticking with that plan. Megan and Annie want to vote out Tate. I kind of do as well now, especially now.
I don't trust any of
I don't
them.
either. I don't either.
But that is some concrete evidence, because did you tell Megan at any point that you
No.
had the idol? Okay.
Her and Annie were the only ones that didn't know.
Alright, well in that case,
He's got to go.
yeah, alright.
Ideally, there is a plan in place for a brilliant blindside tonight. And just fingers crossed, immunity doesn't mess that up.
Hello, castaways. It's me, Jeff Provost. Today's challenge is we are getting an Oreo into our mouth. We are going to set an Oreo onto the top of your forehead, and you need to work it down into your mouth without using any of your limbs. The first to make it into your mouth to enjoy a delicious Oreo snack wins immunity. Harry, I'll take that back. Immunity is back up for grabs.
Survivors ready. Go. Tate has already dropped an Oreo. Annie has already dropped an Oreo. Tate has dropped 2. It's been 5 seconds. That's 1 Oreo down. Brenna's making good progress. Brenna has lost her progress.
No, he's not done. He's not done. He's not done.
The race is currently between Tate and Clay. Language.
I don't know.
Tate and Clay must compete in a head-to-head because it was a very close tie. Survivors ready? Go. Tate once again is making the same mistake. Clay is taking a very patient. Tate is already down 2 Oreos. Clay almost made it. Tate is actively throwing Oreos at the ground.
Tate, you're wasting your cookies.
Clay is taking a much more methodical. I'm glad I got that. Things are looking good for Tate. How unfortunate.
How unfortunate. I love that Jeff
Clay's
is
making.
got favorites.
Oh, Clay, you could. Oh. Amazing. Tate is the winner. Hey, my opinion can change. You are now immune for today. Immune for today.
Immune from the vote today.
Jeff Provost, and we're here for our second ever tribal council. How are you all feeling, castaways? Stressed. Wonderful.
Full.
Nervous.
Full. Nervous.
I don't know why you're full. All your Oreos are on the ground.
I ate 2.
Of the 12.
Oh, heavens.
This is
Just stuffed.
all right. Any other
Stuff would have been a
thoughts?
better word.
Awesome. I have some questions for you all before we get to our nightly vote. First and foremost, how does it feel knowing you all voted off the most dangerous threat in the first round?
That's why.
It's a
That's
relief.
why.
That's why you're there.
Yeah.
Too dangerous.
Good answer, good answer. You're getting points. This side of the room gets points. Okay, actual question. How have the group dynamics changed since the first vote?
Call on somebody. Who do you want to answer?
Tate, why don't you answer?
I would say the group dynamics are mostly the same since the first vote, but I think more voices are being heard in the second round.
Fascinating, fascinating.
Mary, would you like to follow up on
There's a lot happening. I think there's a lot happening in the first vote too. And I think most of the dynamics are pretty similar. But of course, we lost an amazing, wonderful player who was game changing in his own way.
Yeah.
So we have to account for that. And there will be a giant Zach-filled hole in my heart forever.
No one likes a sycophant.
Oh.
Did you say Zach-filled hole in your heart?
Yeah.
No, that's
Oxymoron, more points off.
Is anyone distrusting of anyone else in the room so far?
I distrust Tate because he stole my phone at lunch today while I was in the middle of a professional conversation with Drew.
It was a bit. It was a bit.
Yeah, but don't they say there's a little truth behind everything? Every bit.
A bit of truth, some might say.
How does, speaking of Tate, how does Tate winning the challenge affect your all's vote tonight?
Can't vote him out, I guess.
I think that what happened with this being we go straight to tribal is that we had many plans in play. I think that's true of everyone, that there was a plan A, a plan B, a plan C of what happens in these contingencies that went.
Final question. Clay, is there anything you'd like to share with the group before we vote?
Is that written?
Is there?
Is there?
Is there?
That's for you.
Like, is there?
Oh, did you have anything to say?
I don't think so. Okay. I feel like Clay has something to
I
say.
love everyone.
Oh. And on that note, let's vote someone off. Does anyone have a steal a vote or knowledge of power that they would like to play? Because now would be the time to vote. That's not a card, that's a phone.
She's getting over her phone.
Megan, what are you playing? Wonderful. Megan is playing a knowledge is power card. Megan, who would you like to knowledge?
Mary, do you have anything?
I do. It's in my phone. Okay, we'll cut and we'll be back.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, well, I believe it is time to vote.
I was going to vote for Tate tonight, and then he won immunity, which means that I have to go with another backup plan.
I'm voting for this person because I'm trusting my alliance.
Oreos. No milk for you, Megan. You thought there was a blind side. There's two blind sides.
I don't know how this is gonna go. I think it's gonna be messy. I'm just gonna stick with it. Because I think actually Tate might have screwed himself over here. We can work with that.
I'm so stressed. I hate this. I don't actually hate this. I'm having a pretty good time, but I don't know exactly what to do. I'm just putting my faith in Mary. We agreed that if Megan took Mary's immunity idol, that we would vote for Brenna. And I have an extra vote. Putting it in the jar. And I'm voting Brenna twice. So hopefully I'm not making the wrong decision here.
If anyone has an immunity idol who would like to stay, please do so now. Wonderful. All right, I suppose we'll tally up the votes then. The first vote is for Clay. I'll try to hold it back, maybe. Is for Annie. The third vote is for Brenna.
So we're all on the same page. I'm glad we're alive.
The fourth vote is for Megan.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
The fifth vote is for Clay.
I thought we might just run the whole thing.
The vote is for Brenna.
Okay.
Survivor who will be going home tonight
An extra vote?
is Clay Johnson. The tribe has spoken. And with that, the second tribal council concludes.
I'm sorry, Clay. Megan has my idol. I think if I don't vote for you, it's me. Even if we voted for Brenna together. I
I don't trust Tate, especially now.
Sorry, Ben.